I'm happy to say that we actually have over 275 active members now who are getting our newsletters. And then, of course, something that came to our attention at I think our last meeting, and this might have been Arvell who brought it up. We talked about, or maybe it was Matt, I'm not sure, but we talked about the fact of having pins made up so that when we attend conferences, we could actually stand out a little bit more. So if everybody can see that we came up with some lapel pin designs, there is, again, if everybody can maybe make the screen a little bit larger, there is 1 through 5. And I would love if you can put into the chat which one you would like, because again, we're gonna get these made out and we're gonna sit back and we're gonna hand them out and mail them out, whatever it might be, so that you can proudly wear them at any conference that we're attending. And you'll notice that the differences are really slight. Again, the logo is there, but of course we have it where one says 2020, because that's the year that we started, but another one says, again, established in 2020. And then the other one that says BIPM, which of course is in essence our initials. And these are all the size of about a nickel. So between a penny and a nickel is the size of them. So they're not overwhelming, but they're still bold enough. And I think that will bring some attention. So please, if you can put into the chat which ones you like the most, and I will send this out just in case everybody wants another look at it. And
can I ask a question? I'm sorry, you know me,
sure
I'm always inquisitive. So what is the goal? What are you trying to achieve out of this? Are you just trying to get brand recognition, or what are we trying to achieve out of this?
Sure, it's actually a little bit of all. So right now, not only do we want to increase the brand and knowledge of the brand, but also when it comes to organizations like ours, again, Blacks in Performance Marketing, people will sit back and they might see 1 or 2 individuals of color and say, oh, goal is accomplished, we're done. We don't need to do anything more. Why does that organization still exist? It exists for a reason. So our goal here is to make sure that we continuously create waves. And it's like good trouble. We're constantly creating waves, so acknowledgement that people say, well, you know what can I do to encourage and be in part of that particular organization in any way, shape, or form? You don't have to be a person of color. You just have to be somebody who believes in equality and sit back and say, wow, guess what? You can look around the room too and say, wow, guess what? We know that we represent individuals, and maybe 20% of America are individuals of color, but yet in the room, there's only 1 or 2. So thus,
yeah, I get it. I love the logo. The icon is awesome. Do you feel the icon's well enough known, or do you think the BIPM is better known? Or how do you think your group is known? What is on the tip of everyone's tongue? Do they say BIPM? Do they say Blacks in Performance Marketing? How do they go about that?
Still the Blacks in Performance Marketing. That's why we put it on the top of it.
Okay.
But again, the fact that I think that everybody wants to have some kind of acronym. So that's why we're trying to brand a little bit more of the BIPM. But I think it's necessary to have both. So again, I'm sure everybody will have their favorite. And again, the shape of number 5 is cool. But also, number 3 gets that branding out as well. We also want to but if somebody wanted to sit back and say, hey, you know what, we're not brand new. We've been around for 3 years now. You know what, maybe that's something that we want to highlight. So.
Hey, Sean, when you guys are choosing a vendor for this, we did this for the Leads Council Board of Directors. And after the first day of having the lapel pins, I'd say 50% lost them. And so make sure when you're choosing whatever the backer is, that it's something that will secure them, or you will be either sending them out or running out, one of the two.
I appreciate that. I'll still do it. So now the next thing I want to do is, and I'm going to go a little bit faster here, guys, because I want to make sure that we have ample time for the speaker today, is that right now, one of the things that we just launched 2 days ago, so this is hot off the presses, is that we actually have our newsletter is now located online on LinkedIn. So I just sent to everybody. So if you can please subscribe, we already have 79 active subscribers within 2 days. So again, extremely happy about it, but this kind of gives you the look and feel. So please go on and subscribe. The next thing here is talking about the events that are up and coming and the discounts that are given to the members of our organization. So here are some June events that are up and coming. You can go to our website to see them as well. And again, we love working with Link Unite, because I think that you guys helped us with a large majority of this as far as keeping this updated. So thank you again. And then of course, some of the discounts that were received, you can receive that in our newsletter or go online to be able to look at that as well. And this is something that I'm proud to say that, again, Mike and Rob and quite a few other people, Matt and myself and Indala and a few others, actually have been able to go into their LinkedIn profile and actually post their certificate. And so the certification is being a member. Our goal here is to continue to create waves. So in the chat, I also included, again, how you can upload this. Right now, your certificate should have been sent to you. If it was not, please email me. And then what it does is this shows people that you are a member. You add it into your kind of resource page on your LinkedIn profile. Here it kind of explains a little, and on there it explains exactly how you get things uploaded as well. So go from there. The next thing is that we sent out a survey. We've only got a few of you actually have responded. Please spend the next 60 days filling out these surveys. We want to hear from you. We want to know exactly what is it that you want the organization to do. What kind of speakers would you want to have come? Is there something in particular that we should be doing that we have not been doing? We would love to hear from you. So the survey, if you have not received it, please email me or text me and I'll have it resent out to you. And of course, we're going to make sure that it is available on our website as well, which I think is already there. Next thing is, happy to say that we are celebrating 3 years come August 4th as an organization. And guess what? We know, hey, that's longer than some marriages. Hey, we're doing pretty good. So we want to keep it going strong, continue to spread the word and go from there. We decided that after last year, because most of you guys are out there sunning and having fun, we're going to take the month of, similar to what we did last year, we're taking the month of July and August off as far as goes our meetings. We still will be sending out the newsletters to keep you guys up to speed. But during that month of July and August, our goal here is to actually have a steering committee meeting to review a little bit more of the survey and see what we can do to make ourselves even better for next year. Okay, so our next meeting after this won't be until September 14th, still the second Thursday of each and every month. Next, we have it, well, just in case you guys are not getting, if not on Instagram, please get on Instagram. I'm not sure who's not on Instagram, but just to let you know, some of our latest posts, again, across the board, where we sit back and we always promote our speakers, again, connections, making sure that people know the newsletter's out. Again, Pride Month. So these are just some that have happened, some of the ones that we just put for this month. We have Danielle actually has a new book out. And again, guys, if you don't tell us what you're doing, we can't promote it. So please continue to do so across the board via social media and go from there. And I think those were my updates. So please continue to vote for which pin you like the best, get your certificates up and running. If you're attending any conferences, please, again, see if there's any particular discounts that we have to offer, along with, again, the newsletter. Please join and participate and get that as well. So I think that is all of my updates. With that in mind, let's move on to the next more exciting part, which is, and hey, I'm seeing all these faces now. I couldn't see you before. It is an incredible joy that I have to announce that we have our speaker for today is Arvell. And Arvell has been, he's been a member of Blacks in Performance Marketing since pretty much day one. And again, and now he's actually, not only is he an incredible speaker at several of the conferences, but he also happens to be, in essence, an AI specialist. So we wanted to sit back and ask him some questions today about how AI is changing not just the world, but also as individuals of color who are dealing with AI, and are there going to be losses of jobs, things of that nature. So feel free to get your questions ready. And we're going to let Arvell kind of take over from this point forward.